What up, ladies and gentlemen? What up? What up? Pat, what's going on, buddy? I took a shot, so I'm Sixers ready. Yeah. I'm ready.
How much, if you don't mind me asking, how much is that?
What's up, Pat? What's up, buddy? What's going on, guys? I gotta find a paper. We found our paper. Aiden, it's my pleasure, buddy. What else do I have to do on a Friday night in the city of New York but to watch a Sixers game against the New Orleans Pelicans? I like that guess, by the way. I really do. I like that. A 110.96 seems very realistic, and I'm here for it. I'm all about realism. Big realism guy. Let's get this game going, huh? Took a shot beforehand, so I'm hashtag ready. Hashtag RE80Y. Oh, that was Pat. Pat says W 110.96. Okay. Okay. I'm here for that. I'm here for that indeed. Whew.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking
Sign's gonna get cooked. Dude can play basketball at a high level. My stomach is burning. Hair up, hair down. Guys, you determine. Hair up or hair down. Let me know. Let me know.
Them were like real impressive. A couple of touch passes to Vucevic and a lob to Daniel Tice. It was just fantastic playmaking from him in that game. I don't expect him to be a great playmaker, but I don't think it's out of the question that he has a couple of seasons where he averages 4 to 5 assists per game. At his peak, I think Patrick.
I'm saying 117, 101.
Maybe at his highest 24-point per game score, who is more often finishing plays and creating them for himself, but still that's a very valuable offensive player to have. The only thing that makes me hesitant on Patrick is ironically, his hesitance. He is definitely not the most aggressive.
Oh, yeah, it's Rusty Buckets. I love Rusty Buckets.
Not to step on too many toes. The Bulls obviously have offensive options, so he's just trying to work as a role player at the moment. And hello, everybody. Welcome to
I checked out the guy though.
position. Excuse me, bitch. What the fuck is going on here?
You guys like my video today?
All right. Subscribe to the channel if you're not ready. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already. About half the people that watch these videos are not.
If you haven't, throw the score in the chat. Let's talk Sixers. Let's talk Sixers.
With that out of the way, today I want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets.
Really? Wonder why Dr. J said that.
Anybody stop this team? I released a video earlier this week about the Lakers and if they can repeat as champions. And I said in that video that I believe the Brooklyn Nets are going to win that hypothetical finals matchup, which I think is what the matchup will be. So first of all, the title is like, the question of do I believe the Nets are going to win the championship? The answer is yes. They're my title favorite at this point.
Greg, can you search up when playing with the box takes a weird turn on YouTube? Not gonna lie to you, Adam. Probably not. You and Golf gave me some of the weirdest requested videos I've ever seen.
76ers basketball.
Yo, Pat. Please. Dear Orlando, from the bottom of every Sixers fan's heart, could you please free Otto Porter Jr. from the wrath of Orlando, from the wrath of Disney? Please. Yours truly, every Sixers fan. I know you've only requested one, Golf, but good Lord, has it been bad? Has it Najee Marshall's playing? Never heard of that man. We're about to watch some guy I've never heard of play basketball.
Najee Marshall He is ostensibly in there for an injured Lonzo Ball, and the veteran Eric Bledsoe will be running the point.
Here's the game plan. Let Eric Bledsoe shoot every three possible. I saw that, Pat.
Smoothie King Center.
Bad news, Bears.
Superdome in downtown New Orleans. 76ers find themselves for the first of two between the teams. The all-time series, by the way, tied at 18. Sixers hosting New Orleans on May 7th at Wells Fargo Center. That's where the Sixers beat them last year in the lone meeting between the teams because of the virus.
Bro, you don't even follow me, and you're liking my shit, and I know you as a human being, but you can't even follow me back?
Being brought to you by
My guy.
Well, get back on defense. One of the
You're
ways
like my
they
fucking
score
mentor.
is they like to get out and transition. They want to score in the half-court set. So make sure that you are stout defensively.
Nutella
Use fakes.
is
That's
fire.
pass
I don't want to hear
fakes
anything
or
else.
shot
No
fakes. This is
Nutella
a
slander in my
young
chat.
team defensively.
None of it. Guys, drop
Very little
scores.
defensive discipline.
Come on.
So pass fakes and shot fakes will be very effective.
That means you golf.
Embiid and Adams, and we are running tonight from Smoothie King Center. Get used to this. Zion Williamson will handle the ball a lot. Ben Simmons opening up on him. And New Orleans will keep it.
Fortunate
Don't say
there.
that, golf.
Just lost it off of his left
I look at
hand.
you as a possible future mod one day, and then you're gonna come out here with that
There it is again. Yeah,
pain.
hard to tell from that angle. It was Ben's hand, but it certainly looked like Zion lost it as well.
Ingram, a
Oh, that's good
five-game
defense.
absence for him.
Nope, that's Zion.
Well, for starters, New
All right.
Orleans is second in the NBA. In
112, 107.
points to Memphis. You got to keep them off the offensive glass. Williamson coming in averaging just over 26. That leads their team.
He's going to attack the glass. If you don't put a body on him, he will be discouraged once you find him and block him out.
Adams, he'll attack the offensive glass as
Zion is a really tough matchup for Ben Simmons.
In the NBA, 6'11", 265, spent 7 years as a member of the Thunder.
And a guy who really doesn't give up much.
I like that we're rocking these jerseys.
Joel, and he have had many physical battles in the past.
Toby for three. Toby.
Tobias Harris drilling one from beyond. Very good three-point shooter at 40%.
Love that kind of start where he looks locked in from long range.
Tobias' scoring numbers down just a tad. Has 3 or 4 games.
We match up with New Orleans so well.
Harris, he's become a very good defensive player, locking all windows and doors. The shot clock violation on the Pelicans.
Staying on the floor, not going for any pump fakes.
Tim Van Gundy's not a
Goes
good
up,
coach.
just challenged that shot, forced him into a tough fadeaway.
Pat and I were actually talking about that earlier.
The previous 5 games with a toe injury. See what kind of rust he's got to knock off. Adams knocks it away. Ingram and finally Adams. He'll have to give it up. Wow, and blowing the layup. Guy who's not used to playing with the starters at the top of the game. Najee Marshall, rookie out of Xavier. Harris, another.
Oh, Toby.
And the rebound taken by Williamson. He averages only about 7 boards per game, but the New Orleans Pelicans, as a team, the best in the NBA in rebounding percentage, as Williamson is going to work here in the first quarter.
Well, you can see what we talked about. You got to get back because even in a half-court set, they want to drive, and your last line of defense needs to be ready.
No, not at all.
Green, it's for 3. And
No, I'm just streaming.
goes for Danny Green. His three-point shooting
Pelicans.
has been outrageous. How about this? Last 11 games, over 52% from beyond the arc.
Corner bomb from Danny Green.
112.99.
Leads the NBA and
W. Jared.
Simmons testing rookie Marshall. Count it.
I agree, Pat. I'm glad we didn't hire him, man.
Looking for one more
Could have been
as he hits his first shot of the game.
big time.
Definitely picked up his dribble
Mistake.
to the gather right there.
You're talking to me, Jared?
Foul occurs. You can see the whistle being blown after
Oh, no.
he picks up for the gather. That means
That's what I said. It was a good score.
shot counts. Ben at the line for the position.
Abandoned opportunity for him to be aggressive against an undrafted.
What do you know? Ben Simmons misses a free throw. That man is allergic to free throws.
Only his 12th appearance this year. The Pelicans playing their 52nd game of the season.
Glad you got out of that one, Aiden.
So
Saved your
far,
life.
Sixers
Letting the hair down. Long hair, don't care.
score with the best of them.
Damn. I love Brandon Ingram.
Comes in averaging just under 24. That's second to Williamson.
Silky Smooth is the Kinston, North Carolina native.
JoJo, go to work, buddy.
Same hometown as former Sixer Jerry Stackhouse.
There you go.
And in fact, knew Jerry Stackhouse as he was growing
I don't know much about Jeff Van Gundy as a coach,
Charles Shackelford.
but I've never been a fan of Stan. I get it. I think early 2000s he was nice,
Kinston native.
but
Able to square his shoulders.
I think he lost a lot. I just don't think he's adapted very well to modern basketball. Aiden says
He can't possibly be questioning the call.
W111-101.
As he tossed him aside.
Nice.
Not one. But yet questions the call nonetheless. Adams, one of those physical presence.
And Embiid's gonna have a tough
Does not
matchup
back
tonight, man.
down and is hard to push him
8-8. We're arguing if this is gonna be a flagrant foul.
And so the official
Guys.
now going to replay.
Guys,
The crew chief is Bill Kennedy. The
come on.
to the right.
You know what I mean?
Remember
Damn.
last year was January of last season where Embiid got his finger caught in Steven Adams' jersey, dislocating a finger on his left hand, cost him 9 games.
I love Steven Adams
They're absolutely surprised
from the University of
that
Pittsburgh.
would result in Joel falling to the ground.
After reviewing the play, and a wait for the play foul has been confirmed. One shot and possession.
One shot and
All
possession.
right, so
What
Bill Kennedy
fuck's the
confirming
dude sound like that for?
evaluate replay, but result of that replay. So one and the ball back after the foul. on
He's bothering me
Steven
today.
Adams. 6'11", 265. They got him right before the start of the season. Oklahoma City, they continue to pile up draft picks. They got a
Toby's nasty from the line. You know, sunshine.
And the Sixers back to work here at 14 to shoot. Tonight, the first in back-to-back games. They'll be in Oklahoma City tomorrow.
Want to see Joel
Makeup game. A contest that had to be
finesse the hell out of
That'll be personal foul number
Steven
2
Adams.
on Adams.
Well, Joel's doing exactly
He's got so much hair, it's insane. He looks exactly like Jason Momoa. He was born to be. Yo, Zach Wheeler's a stud this year. A stud. Dude's like a silver slugger.
Joel proclaiming after the Boston game that getting to the line is an art. Not easy, but it's an art.
Well, and more often than not, you've got to pay the price through contact. As you can
That's a
see,
tough call. I don't know if I would have called
Steven
that.
Adams getting his money's worth there.
Embiid's really good,
See if
by the way.
Adams hits the
Guys. I don't know if you know that, but
Embiid leads the NBA, averaging just under 12 free throws per contest. Hits his free throws at a career-high 85% clip.
yeah, Mets fans are not happy, bro. Spending all that money.
Next time down.
That's tough, given a 10-year deal to a shortstop like that. I love Lindor a lot, but that's a ton of money, man.
But do you go right now?
And Zach Wheeler, too, bro, dominates. That's a great pass by Ben. Wow, that's a great pass. I don't know who Hendricks Cobb is. I'm sorry.
Resistance isn't going to be the same. Got two, and he's watching that.
I must not
Take
know.
advantage.
Williamson to the deck.
Zion is unbelievably huge. Like, that man is so scary big. No, we didn't at all. Zach Wheeler's contract was really good.
I think Joel was sort of trying.
Yeah, definitely not me, but somebody should definitely do something about that, because trying to split the two defenders, you need to hold your ground. There are charges there to
Is
be
it like
taken.
storyline guy? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the new 2K, so I'd have no idea. And 2K20, I barely played it. So, bro, Zion is a gargantuan human being.
I thought he was the football guy.
Dude's averaging 26 and 7. That man, with his size of his arm, should be pulling down 35 rebounds a night.
Couldn't have been nicer as I passed by, introduced himself, and then of course.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you of the opinion
Does that make sense,
Pet?
Petit?
Have a long career playing at 285.
285.
And I also think he's not going to be allowed to be athletic at that level for too long.
Steven Adams is a great defender. That was a great play.
Used to be sheer athleticism. Now work on having the jumper as well. You've got to supplement that. Zion's got to do the same.
He gained like 3 overalls within 20, 30 games. He's the Gary of NBA 2K. Gary Oak. I don't know what that is either. Go to work, JoJo. Woo! Dude's nice.
Joel, his second bucket, coming in averaging a career high just under 30, does not qualify. The NBA leader
Oh,
games he's missed.
Pokemon.
What foul trouble does for you is he just explodes.
Zion just destroyed Ben Simmons on that drive.
Now he had 16 points. In
Ash, catch him, Gary Oak. I remember Gary Oak.
Ended a stretch of 25 straight for Zion Williamson of 20 or more points. An NBA record for players under 21 years of age.
Post up in transition. Adams with
15-12, Sixers up. 7 minutes left in the first.
at Domino's.
We're not the oldest SUV maker around, but what we lack in the cautious restraint of age,
I'm ready for this game, man.
with the gravel pounding ambition of youth, the precision of torque.
That's cool, Pat.
corner control,
That's a cool opportunity, man. Congratulations on that. Let me know how that goes. All thanks to get the hell out of here. All thanks to me. I haven't done shit, man. Everything that you have done in your life is a culmination of hard work on your part, bro.
And people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors. Confidently taking on.
I can be a vehicle to tell you how to live something or do something or live your life, but it's up to you. It's up to you to take what I say and to manifest it and to do it. So you may think it's something that I have said, but it is not, man. It is everything that you have done on your own life and on your own accord. I appreciate that, for real, big time. But it comes down to what you've done for yourself, man. This is you. You should look in the mirror and thank yourself. And the best part about it is, Pat, it's only the beginning for you, man. Opportunities are going to keep growing for you. The more you put yourself out there, the more you chase your dream. I'm proud of you, man, for real. That's awesome. I'm excited to hear about it.
And what if we brewed a beer that could go where you go without slowing you down?
I'm really excited to hear about that. That's awesome.
In full flavor that goes where you go. Perfect for any occasion. Sports bettors, are you ready?
Andre, what's up, man? Constantly connecting with people every day. That's life, Pat. That's life, man. Andre, what's up, buddy? I'm chilling, dude. Appreciate you coming out, bro. It's been a while. Throw a Sixers score down there. Let me know what you think. Dude, it's been a while, Pat. Been a while, Andre. Glad you can stop by. Let's talk Hawks basketball if you're ready for it.
Did you know you can lock in season tickets for next year?
I'm doing really well. I have a film tomorrow, so I am not entirely too sure if I'll be able to make some videos tomorrow, but maybe I can get up at 7 o'clock in the morning and make a video.
76.
Maybe at night. Maybe really, really late.
Banking better together, brought to you by Fulton Bank.
Eastern Conference standings are about to they're starting to look like they're really coming into what you see is what you get at this point. Sixers are in second place too, which is not great. It is getting down to crunch time, Andre. Hawks are what, 5th right now? They lost last night. Let me see. Yeah, they're 5th. Charlotte's 4th, but I really don't think that's going to stand. I can see Miami probably at 4, Atlanta at 5. Figuring out from there. But Chicago's starting to win. Austin Rivers is still available. Bring him in, baby. Even though Doc refuses to coach that guy. I wonder too.
Fifth-year player from Spain, 6'11", 250. We'll have to match wits now with Joel Embiid. As Adams has forced the
Ben.
Sixers 2 personal fouls. The last foul
Ben.
on Zion.
No, I just YouTube.
And the Sixers by 4.
I don't know about the Sixers, man. We own the tiebreaker as of now with Brooklyn because our division record's better, but it's gonna be tough, man.
Simmons and Curry.
Our schedule's not crazy difficult though, so I'm kind of looking like optimistic towards it all. Is that James Johnson? It is. Who the hell is that? Oh, it's Juan Hernan Gomez. Brandon Ingram for 3. Rick.
Missing from beyond.
I think Miami probably takes that from you guys. Miami should be better than they are. This is a good matchup for Tobias Harris to go out. I did see Oladipo got hurt. Oladipo is a confusing human being. That man is a walking question mark. I just don't. You're right, Andre. And you know what? We went 4-2 without him. And just the fact that he was barely even out is so lucky on the Sixers end. This Sixers season could easily be over right now. But we got lucky, man. We really did. Good move, Brandon Ingram.
Defense by the Sixers shutting off the lane. Finally, the penetration by
Good offense. We had a hard stretch in the first half of the season. And after a smaller streak we have coming up against good teams, the schedule really lightens up really quickly. So
He's heavy, so he can hold Joel. Difficult to back down.
Ben, bro, you have 2 hands for a reason. Shoot them. Miami's just an energy problem on their part. They got so much talent, but it's just like energy-wise, they just don't bring it, man. It's like frustrating watching that team play. I think Austin Rivers is cool. No, we were 5 or 6 last year. I think we were 6. Kobe, buddy, somebody, for the love of God, make a shot. I think we were 5 or 6 last year. We played Boston in the first round.
And Bledsoe coming over here from Milwaukee. That Bledsoe
I agree with you. I really do. I think, obviously, not even just me saying this, but Philadelphia basketball is different this year, man. Doc Rivers injects a brand new type of basketball that we needed. We had a fresh, basically everything's a fresh start. You know, Seth Curry is a great acquisition. Even when he's not shooting the ball well, he's a great spacer for guys like Ben and Joel. And Embiid's been nothing short of historic this year. Yeah, I could see that, Andre, but my thing with them is like they are the deepest team, arguably in the whole league. But I just think there's an energy problem. They really, really struggle bringing it on a nightly basis, and they really struggle bringing it on the defensive end every single time down the court. And it's like really tough to watch that, man. It's those are the teams that are just hard to be fans of because that's the type of thing the Sixers have had problems with. That's the Celtics' problem this year. They have the talent, but they're just so lax with it.
Let me get my head taken off.
We're just getting out rebounded big time.
Slamming for 2, Hernan Gomez, and no wonder they get so many offensive rebounds. With his penetration, you're helping after Williamson, and you're free to get offensive boards.
Breaks down your defense like any penetration does. His even more precise.
Yeah, Miami's a good team, man, but they should be better than what they're doing. And even with Butler out, they were really bad. But like with Embiid out, the Sixers were good, and I think Miami's a better team on paper without Butler than we are without Embiid. You know, like it's just weird to me, man. And Spoelstra's a phenomenal coach. I actually forgot to mention him in my Celtics video. I think Spoelstra's the second or third best coach in the Eastern Conference. And so, like, it's not a coaching problem. I just think it's a genuine energy problem. Like, a lot of the guys just don't bring it on a nightly basis. And Bam Adebayo is not a guy you can go through. You can't really rely on him to go out and get your bucket. Like, he's more like Ben Simmons, and I think Bam Adebayo is a phenomenal player. I think he's a perennial all-star at his point of his career, but he's not that guy. He's not a shot creator, really.
Shake Milton for the first time. Shake the Sixers six-man in for Seth Curry.
It's interesting. It's interesting how effort really shows in teams.
JoJo playing awfully smart right now. As good as
You think so, Andre?
You don't want to have to go.
Maybe.
You want to make the game as easy as possible for yourself.
Maybe. I could agree with that. I mean, we have like a big three, you know, a big three. Miami doesn't. Yeah, I hope to see some Dwight Van Gundy beef. That'd be funny as hell. But I think the depth without question goes to Miami. I think that's why they made such a great run last year. But I can see your point with the top three. I mean, Miami has, especially with the poor performance of Tyler Hero this year, they don't really have a third guy. And Jimmy Butler is not a star. I take that back. I think he's a star. I do. I think Jimmy Butler is that guy in 20 years from now. You look at his stats and you're like, yeah, he was a pretty good player. But, like, he was so much more than that. So much more than just, like, a pretty good player. Like, that dude is vital to a team. Everything runs through him, you know what I mean? And I think Jimmy Butler is one of the more underrated guys in the league. That's why he's one of the best playoff guys in the game.
Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store for details.
It's interesting, man. It's very interesting.
Predictor app has got you covered. Tens of thousands in cash prizes up for grabs every week, and it's free to play. Download the NBC Sports Predictor app powered by PointsBet now.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 17% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. That's up to $5,400 cash back on this Equinox. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Game doesn't have to stop at tip-off. Live betting adds a whole new dimension to your Sixers sweat.
Yeah, I don't know if Ben really can carry the Sixers without Embiid. Like, I think Ben's problems were highlighted a lot during Embiid's absence, but we got lucky that Tobias Harris decided to play the best basketball of his season in that week and a half, 2 weeks span. We had a lot of – and Shake Milton, man. Shake Milton. Shake Milton. That's the tweet. Shake Milton. He's awesome. He's awesome. He's one of the more underrated guys in the NBA.
Each team shooting below 39% so far here.
He's a top 3 6 man of the year candidate. You don't hear about him.
From his head coach Doc Rivers and our Petco quote of the game. On Embiid before.
It's just very interesting.
It's a great intensity that he's
very interesting to see that Sixers team play basketball without Embiid. It's a different brand of basketball. And, you know, we made it work. But I think our coaching staff is so elite. With Sam Cassell, Dan Burke, offense, defense, and then you have Doc Rivers, a mentor to guys. I think that is so underrated, the successful teams, man. It really is.
Coughing up threes left and right, but give me that big boy inside with the multifaceted offense and defense.
It really is, man. It's important.
Oftentimes, to set up threes, you need dribble penetration to suck in the D, and that's where Joel Embiid is so valuable on that end of the floor.
Yeah, who else is going to draw double teams? He's the best at getting double teams on your team. So every time down the floor, the attention he gets makes other guys better, makes the game easier.
Embiid dominated Hernan Gomez, bro.
Doc Rivers had to say before tonight's game about the value of Embiid. Simmons an opportunity here against Marshall, had an opportunity, and then gave it up.
Great defense, though, man. Great defense on Ben's part.
Scott thinking about the three. Ben Simmons reacquiring the basketball off the steal, and there's Embiid not once but twice. Joel Embiid.
I don't know. I agree, Andre. I do. Paul George was actually trash cans. That man was borderline hard to watch in the playoffs, knowing how good he is and knowing how bad he played. It was really hard to watch him play basketball. And, like, My thing, excuse me, is Pat. My thing is that Doc Rivers has blame, understandable blame on him. He did not coach well in that Nugget series. He played Montrezl Harrell far too much in a series where Ivica Zubac was the clear-cut better play and played much better in the plus-minus, and the analytics and the simple basketball traditional stats as well showed that the Clippers were better with Zubac on the floor, and yet he didn't play him as much. But that doesn't give Paul George and Kawhi Leonard the excuses that people have made for him, especially Paul George. I mean, they stopped playing their brand of basketball, and Paul George was so bad. So bad. And lately, he's kind of tended to do that. And he normally was a good playoff performer, but Korkmaz for 3, blocked. Easy transition for the Pelicans. It's crazy how bad Korkmaz is. Korkmaz is the worst player of all time. I would rather have Dwight Howard shoot threes than Korkmaz.
That's a big body. Don't sleep on the size of Hernan Gomez.
Now taking the rookie Lewis.
I would agree that Zubac was the play. However, I think Doc was looking court chemistry and weighing that more than he probably should have. Yeah. I agree. Like, that's on Doc. You know, that's his job to make that call, make the correct call. But, like, there's so much that goes into just, you got to play better, man. Like, it's not the coach's fault. You're out there hitting the side of the backboard on open threes, getting paid $200 million. While Korkmaz misses another 3. He's not a good player. Like, that man is excruciating to watch play basketball. Good defense, Mike Scott. Good defense, Mike Scott. Yeah, they did. Yo, like, I'd have a 40-something-year-old Richard Hamilton than Cork. Bro, give me Rip Hamilton any day at any point of his career ever over Korkmaz. At least he's going to look cool with a face mask. The environment was definitely created by the players, and it usually is, but, like, I think it was everyone's fault. And it's wild to see that Clippers team, like, collapse after that loss. Like, everyone pointing fingers, everyone saying this, saying that. Like, that's unhealthy. That's just pent-up aggression. That's pent-up emotion, you know what I mean? Yeah, we let Iggy Brazdakis go 2 days ago. Or a day ago. Buyout market ends tonight at, like, 12, so hopefully we can go out and do something. Literally anything, man. Can we get Sam Cassell to suit up for Korkmaz? Yo, I'm on board for that. What's up, Kaya? What's going on? Stop the Korkmaz hate. Bird, have you watched this first quarter? 1-3 blocked. Led to an easy fast break alley-oop. Second 3, ugly as all hell. Mike Scott's at least playing defense and deciding not to shoot. That man has an assist. What does Korkmaz have to say?
Founders all day IPA, low ABV and full flavor that goes where you go. Perfect for any occasion.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full line brand, and people are taking it everywhere.
I'll take 55-year-old Sam Cassell over Korkmaz right now. Bro, Doc Rivers, shoot me a text. I will suit up at 5'8", 135. I will make less mistakes. At least you know I'm not going to shoot it. Mike Scott actually just played great defense on Zion on that final possession, so his defense is better than Korkmaz's any day of the week, actually. Time and time again. Korkmaz is the worst defender on the team. I think Korkmaz is a better offensive player, but not by much, and I think Mike Scott's a better defensive player by a decent amount. So I agree, kid. I like Wayne Ellington. I really do. Are you saying that because you saw my video today?
76ers luxury suites are now available to rent on a nightly basis. Limited suites remain. Gourmet catering is available. You can email or visit the website for more information.
Ooh, we play the Hawks April 26th, Andre. April 26th, and Korkmaz is bringing the ball up.
They're situated here in Philadelphia. Studios Wells Fargo Center. Alain Abdenabi, Mark Zuma.
Mike Scott for three. Of course not.
New Orleans Pelicans for the first time this year.
Yeah, no, it's funny. That's just funny, kid, because that's the first guy I said about the buyout market. Matisse, good floater. Yeah, no, Korkmaz is a horrible defender, like the worst defender, without a doubt, on the team. I'm interested by this Pelicans team. Like, I think they could be good. I think they should be a playing team, but they're not. Not yet. I hate their mascot, though. Like, and their jerseys are ugly, and their logo is ugly, and their color scheme is ugly. Disappointing. I like Jackson Hayes, though. If he can ever expand his game, I think he could be a good player. I'll take Willie Hernangomez, too.
Plus seasons with Charlotte, year and a half with the Knicks.
He's got 6 early points for them.
Howard unable to handle it inside, and before the
Yeah, 3 people I named. Kia was
we have a foul. The Sixers' fourth turnover to 3.
Wayne Ellington,
See the ball getting swung.
Kelly Olynyk, Darius Miller. Pelicans are in the same tier as the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are a step higher. They made that playing game last year. But I think you're right for the most part. Mike Scott, look at that. Already better than Korkmaz. Best thing Korkmaz did was give it to Mike Scott. Who would have thought? Maybe that's his last 3 he'll ever make as a Sixer.
Be able to utilize when the opportunity presents itself. Mike Scott certainly one of those.
Zion for 3. Nope. We're getting out rebounded so hard. When Mike Scott was in ATL, he had plenty of threes. Man, he's definitely a system guy. Yeah, I think he's also just getting older. He's not very confident with his shot. I love Kier Lewis Jr.
He picks up the foul, but it's not his fault. Dwight has his man blocked out. Who has Hayes? It's Hernangomez that's assigned to Dwight. He's got him checked out fine. But Hayes is the one who comes up with the rebound. Dwight, having the help, picks up the foul.
So Hayes and Hernangomez giving the Pelicans a jolt off the bench from Stan Van Gundy. Good defense by the rookie Kira Lewis on Shake Milton.
Furkan, what are you doing, buddy? Furkan, what are you doing, buddy? Furkan, what are you doing, buddy? Bird, tell me how Furkan Korkmaz is better than Mike Scott. This is ugly. Back up. Sucks.
One thing I've seen from Hayes in a short period of time, how many minutes has it been? 4 minutes he's been on the floor. Is he is fearless. That is the only way you attack the rim. Full extension, confrontation
Wow, this
at
shit
the
is
rim.
smoking hot.
Pelicans got him in a trade with the Atlanta Hawks, who again selected him with the 8th pick in the draft. We're talking about Jackson Hayes, Nikhil Anderson, or Alexander Walker also coming
You
over
know,
in that deal.
sunshine when
Out with an ankle injury.
she's gone.
The regular rotation as the Pelicans.
Oh, Melvin, what's up, baby? Coming in with some facts, man. I agree. I don't think Avery Bradley is what he used to be, even to the point of 2 years ago. Like, he wasn't great for Miami, but I think he's better than nothing. You know what I mean? And, like, I would like Avery Bradley just to see Korkmaz never see the court again. I think Avery Bradley is a better defender than Korkmaz will ever be. And Avery Bradley's not a point guard, dude. Avery Bradley's a 2. Small ball 3. So George Hill doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. George Hill's like 6'2". Avery Bradley's like 6'6". I don't think we're gonna go after Avery Bradley because he plays more of Shake's position. So, like, you know, as Shake Milton hits an elbow jumper, What a shot, man. That dude's so good. Look at Shake Milton, man. So inspirational. Bradley's not a 1. He's never been a 1 in his life. He's like, I don't think he's 6'6". I think he's shorter than that, but he's never been a 1.
Starter finally back for Doc Rivers and Tobias Harris.
Yeah, maybe small ball 3, Mel. Maybe. Maybe roll shake it like maybe the 3. I mean, the only time he really was on the court with them was like with Rondo, and I don't know. I don't really see him ever being a 1. Great take, Matisse. Nice. Yeah, but 6'2", a dude just plays above his position or his height. I don't know, man. I don't think Avery Bradley's the guy to pick up.
Yeah, this is the good stuff right here. Give me some beignets.
I don't.
Maybe a shrimp po' boy too.
We need more of a 3-4.
Made myself hungry.
I heard that was incredible, Pat. I have to watch it.
This is your physical therapist.
Actually, I'll watch it right now.
It's time for a new physical therapist.
I can't say enough about taught me how to walk again.
It's an individualized approach. It's manual therapy. It's not a one-size-fits-all.
What is that?
approach.
It's a Boban bag.
Here at Bluebell Physical
A
Therapy,
Boban bag?
truly is
Yes.
a team effort.
Boban bag. A Boban bag? Boban bag. Boban bag? Boban bag.
One goal in mind.
Give me some. No. You get Toby bag.
No matter what size adventure you're into,
Toby bag. It's adorable.
putting family of
Just like you.
hundred
Go for the handful.
We get it. That's a lot of food. Hyundai, the longer you
Really?
work, the more there is to life.
They're goldfish. I always go for the handful. I got about 73 here.
Or sign and drive today. Offers end April 30th.
We're not the oldest SUV. I get more than 73. But what we lack in the cautious restraint of age. But we get the vacuum and makeup. Go for the handle. Gravel pounding ambition.
Bro, I love them. I love them. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. I was saying a 3-4 would be a good pickup, but we're going to need to spread the floor in the playoffs. If playoffs for today, what's your preferred seed? Number 1. Holy shit, number 1. Oh.
Let me count real quick. 1 goldfish. 2 goldfish. 37 goldfish. 78 goldfish. 81. 82. 259. Oh, 261. 320 goldfish.
You sure about that?
It was a good deal. It was a good deal.
1 goldfish. 2 goldfish. Go for the handle.
Bro, the goldfish commercials. I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for that. Yeah, 3 and 4 is perfect, but we need a stretch 3 and 4. Spread the floor with size. That's what it is, man. The playoff seeds for today. I would prefer the 1. I want to play like Chicago, or I want to play New York. I would not want to play Boston. I don't want to play. Let's see. I'll play Indiana, Chicago, New York. I don't want to play Miami, Boston, Atlanta.
See the hands there, right? The rebounding in traffic. He'll snatch that out of the air with other people trying as well in close proximity.
Court Miles wide open.
Zion now with 11 and 5 boards.
Good work, Toby.
On the seesaw now, the Pelicans up 1.
Korkmaz from way downtown.
Korkmaz unloading and drilling a healthy
Maybe he should start shooting from half court anyway.
That one was from deep. That's the kind of area where you swing the ball from one side to the other. First decided to size it up and pull up.
Good defense.
Thibault nearly had a steal. Williams
Zion's really good.
just eats so much space.
See how far Dwight Howard got pushed back so he can release that left-handed little push shot. No chance.
Good work, Toby. You have James Johnson on you. I'll actually take James Johnson.
14 for Williamson. And Tobias Harris got a 3 to open the game. Has proceeded to miss his next 5 from the floor.
Good defense, Matisse. James Johnson.
It is for 3. That's James
Oh.
Johnson. Again, New Orleans, his 6th different NBA team. They got him from Dallas in the J.J. Redick deal, and at some point, Redick is expected to make his Mavericks debut. As much as he doesn't want to be there.
6.7 million motor vehicle accident, 20 million medical mistake.
Pelicans aren't bad, man.
80 million for a
Plus, we haven't had Ben or Embiid out there for like 7 minutes now. So,
Aggressive, thorough, thoughtful
you know.
representation. We know how the system works. We don't back down.
You know.
Companies, and we get results with jewels.
The numbers.
He shot 50 on the Hawks. Just tell him join the club, dude. That man drops 50 on everybody at least once.
Dear Freedom.
Is Vooch playing?
Has many wanting to ride unleashed. We say let's go. Faster and further. Leading the pack. Revving with power. With the confidence.
My man, Nikola Vucevic. I don't really like him. He's okay. I don't have anything against him. He's a good player. Still think that's a bad deal on Chicago's part.
Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Experience the Xfinity Sports Zone.
What's the score, Andre?
Games, news, and highlights, all in one place, right on your TV. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store for details.
Don't leave money on the table. No matter your sport, the Predictor app has got you covered. Tens of thousands in cash prizes up for grabs every week. And it's free to play. Download the NBC Sports Predictor app powered by PointsBet now. What is that?
Zach Wheeler's the Braves, big daddy. What's the fill score?
Yes. Boban bag. A Boban bag? Boban bag. Boban bag. Boban bag.
Give me some.
No. You get Tommy back.
Bulls by 8.
Kobe back.
It's a big game, man.
Just like you.
Go for the handful.
No fewer than 8
Zach Wheeler, Cy Young?
in the first half. Right
Too
now,
soon?
the Sixers down 3, relatively early in the second. It is time now to present the Taco Bell Tape. Highest scoring duos this season in the NBA. Bradley Beal, who happens to lead the NBA in
54-45.
Westbrook, the only tandem averaging more than those Duke guys. Brandon Ingram.
That's a tough game, man.
For New Orleans.
Zion in particular, we take a look at what he's been able to do.
That's a tough game.
Ingram miss. First one to it, and the emphatic put back. Just so explosive off the dribble. You know he's left-handed. You've got to overplay that.
Yeah, like I think Chicago and Atlanta are relatively in the same ballpark.
This year named an all-star for the first
I think Atlanta's a little bit better, but
NBA history.
no, I didn't see that. That would happen. Wow, Zach has 31. That's Atlanta's problem, though. They have no guard defense. Really?
Really do
Trevor
think
Bauer's
it's
a stud,
matter
too.
of him just getting stronger so he can
Korkmaz for 3. Wow. It went in. Guys, it went in.
The only bench player now remaining in the game for Doc Rivers is Furkan Korkmaz. He ran that play for him out of the timeout. And boom, his second 3 to give him 6. We're locked at 39.
Oh, Adams out of the ball game. The 76ers unable to create any kind of separation.
I don't know. I mean, I'd probably take Zion over Ben.
Steven Adams
You know,
back in there for
Zion is a higher ceiling.
It's not the end-all be-all. He just makes life more difficult for Joel. That's my point.
Great take, Toby. He is a better finisher and scorer and offensive player, but defensively, he's not nearly the player Ben is. But I'm still probably taking Zion.
Lewis missing from beyond. Lewis, the 13th pick in November after a couple of years at the University of Alabama. Najee Marshall, who got a start, having to deal with Tobias Harris. Good help by Steven Adams. And Harris
Yeah, no.
is
Ben dominates Brandon Ingram in the matchup. It's not even close. Ben probably takes it personally, too, you know, given the 1-2.
Simmons grabbed and fouled on the play. Lewis Jr.
Yeah, Chris Dunn.
First on him.
Chris Dunn's a phenomenal defender, actually, Andre.
Halfway point of the second.
Take a look at Ingram trying to back down Danny Green. Loses it.
Yeah, you guys can't outscore everyone.
And recovers it and gets out
As good as the offense is of the Atlanta Hawks, you're not the Brooklyn Nets. That's going to come back and kill you in the playoffs. But I don't think you guys you guys aren't looking for a championship. So like, as long as you make the playoffs and fight, I think you guys would be out. Be happy with the way the season goes.
In the top 20 in steals, Matisse Thybulle and
Seth Curry.
Green the other.
Look at Coach Van Gundy coaching his team.
Yeah, JoJo's not been hitting them lately, but I'll take it.
Coaching Shake Milton up as they went into the timeout.
Yeah, you desperately need help.
Share what
Chris
they
Dunn's a
know
great
they're
player,
doing.
and he just hasn't played.
Embiid launching a three.
JoJo's been bad from three since coming back from injury.
Simmons now on Ingram with Zion Williamson out of the game. Eric Bledsoe's been rather quiet.
I don't know where he fits
Exactly.
in here. If Zion's going to bring the ball up.
Exactly, Andre.
I don't know.
It's a tough one.
Seth Curry from three.
It's not just his fault. I'm not blaming Bledsoe. I'm saying he's in a unique situation. Ingram, right now, he can bring it up at times. Zion, we've seen bring it up throughout the course of this early part of the game.
Damn, Zach's got 36 and a half. That man's about to drop 90.
Wish them well. It seems like this organization is going in the right direction. After years.
What is going on right now with their offense? Can we give the ball to Joel Embiid, please?
Standing Green airballing the three, plain and simple. Bledsoe, Simmons getting a piece.
Great
of
defense, Ben.
With Ingram, Ben, terrific hustle. However, he goes right to Ingram, and for now it's a 5-on-4. Ingram running into his own guy, Adams.
What is going on?
Adams as well. Pelicans have it. Up it goes, and slamming for two is Jackson Hayes.
Yo, I hope he drops 40, bro, in the first half.
Pelicans recovered an impressive lob to Hayes. Hayes is just playing above the rim mark.
Nice job, JoJo.
Embiid his first bucket of the second quarter. He's got a dozen. Sixers up two. Neither team able to get substantial.
Sixers are playing good defense, honestly.
Good job by
Outside of that bad foul on Seth Curry's part.
Bledsoe. However, we do have a whistle.
Eric Bledsoe makes every jersey small.
And the foul's going to be on Seth Curry.
Pelicans have to have like the just toughest team. 39 in the first half for Zach. Like Eric Bledsoe, yoked out of his mind. Steven Adams, yoked out of his mind. Zion, yoked out of his mind. And then they have Brandon Ingram, who is 145 pounds soaking wet. And Kier Lewis Jr., who's like 80.
I said painted area. It's not painted. I said corrected. What would be the lane?
We know what you mean.
Yeah. What would be the lane?
The paint's the paint.
Yep.
Whether or not it is paint.
Exactly. Used to be called the key back in the day because in the 50s, it actually was the shape of a keyhole, right? Hence the name key.
Bledsoe with a couple of freebies. Stan Van Gundy, 61. First year with the Pelicans after a 2-year hiatus. All told, his fourth different
Good work, Joe.
team. Once coached Dwight Howard, the Orlando Magic. Williamson off the Embiid miss. Ingram for a three.
Coach Van Gundy, like his brother, both learned from their dad.
Danny Green. Sixers offense is awful.
Williamson, unfinished business for Williams.
Man, do they push it though, huh?
Yeah, they do.
Up ahead.
Toby.
Listen, the Sixers, they're last in the NBA. And opponents' fast break points per game. They
Guys,
give
what the
up
fuck's
nearly
going on?
16 per contest.
Everyone is just missing.
It's amazing. The Sixers, they're the second best defensive rated team in the NBA, yet they've had issues all year long getting back defensively. As Simmons goes
There you go, Ben.
in, compliments of Seth Curry.
That's when Ben's at his best, when there's like a guard who can pass the ball in the pick and roll, run the pick and roll with Ben, and then give it to him on a bounce pass. A la George Hill. That's unbelievable defense by Embiid.
Dared to take Embiid and Joel swatted it away.
Go up with that, Chobi. Oh, yeah.
Good drive and finish by Tobias Harris.
In transition, all defenses are porous at times, especially if you attack them early. Tobias wasting no time there, all the way to the cup on the right.
Sixers by 4 in this game. It feels
Ben's
like
playing really good defense tonight.
it has been a tight-fisted affair. The Sixers, actually, their biggest lead at 5, and New Orleans, their biggest lead at 4. We've had a bunch of lead changes in this first half.
Staggered screen there, 2 screens for Bledsoe.
Finally, Simmons off the Bledsoe miss.
Oh, take him, Toby.
Yep, indeed. Adams trying
Nice.
to deal with Harris. And a foul.
Tobias catching it in the
Nice.
corner, triple threat position, ready to play.
Yo, Andre, is it bad? I hope Levine drops 70.
Watch him catch it, see how low he is.
Don't worry, though, because when Booker dropped 70, they still lost. So
Less quicker.
maybe the Hawks will still get the dub if Levine drops 70.
Bledsoe came over to help out. He drew the foul.
He's got 39 at that. It's fucking crazy.
Along with Mark
Oh,
Jackson.
Toby, make those free throws, buddy. Come on, 50, 40, 90. Head of the game.
Always interesting to hear their comments at the break. Sixers halftime live here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Brought to you by your Delaware Valley.
66 points.
Tobias, you can't
Toby dropped.
2 fouls on
Missed
Adams,
both of them.
trying to get his third. Referees gave it to Bledsoe.
Yeah, we need to foul. We need to get Steven Adams in foul trouble, man.
Williamson again. If it is Embiid, it's a second.
See if he's getting to that left hand. That's the hand he's most comfortable
Celtics
with.
suck, Pat.
He gets his steps down with.
Talk about energy problems.
And the one he's used to
They're the definition of energy problems.
drive. 2 defenders slapping at him. Curry and Joel pick one for a foul. We gave it to JoJo.
Indeed, it is his second personal foul.
Yeah, we'll see, Andre.
Mark Jackson talking before the game about possible meetings in the lane between Zion Williamson and
Celtics suck.
Embiid, and who might foul out first? Well, neither has.
You know who doesn't suck? Zion Williamson. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he's pretty good at basketball.
Shows the respect that they get from the officials. in
Yeah,
their
Willie's
game.
been Willie
Came to see them.
Hernan Gomez has been killing us. He's actually a pretty good player.
For Williamson.
Like Will Chamberlain, right? Never found out.
Never.
Nor should he have.
Embiid rolling in against Hernan Gomez and Joel to the line for the first time in the second quarter. He throws 5 and 6 coming up.
The unique combination of strength.
You know what? I think we're going to have a coach's challenge here from Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, you can see him flipping his finger. That circular
Are we
motion
challenging
as
it?
if to
Oh my God.
Suggest a challenge to official Kennedy.
And so Dedrick Taylor on your left and the crew chief Bill Kennedy on your right. We'll give it a look-see.
The previous play has been challenged by the head coach of New Orleans.
And all this coming with 92 seconds to go here in the second. Van Gundy, before New Orleans, spent 4 years as Detroit's not only their coach, but president of basketball operations.
It's been a weird first half.
Here's our replay. You can see Joel puts his head down, turns that corner. There's the slap by Hernan Gomez.
Yeah, but Embiid doesn't really face Zion like that.
And then there's the slap.
They have Steven Adams and Hernan Gomez on Embiid.
And again, it's SQBR. Does the player, the defensive player, affect the offensive players? Speed, quickness, balance, or rhythm? Derek Richardson, by the way, the third official.
Maybe the Sixers pick up Darius Miller.
And all this done through the help
I could see that.
replay folks in
I could kind of be on board with that.
After reviewing the play, the coach's challenge is successful.
There you go.
Resulting in a jump ball center circle 82 and 24 on the shot clock.
Well, damn.
So a good challenge by Stan Van Gundy. No timeout lost. Ends up being good defense by Billy Hernan Gomez.
Take a look at as he turns the corner. There's the slap down after the shoulder shrug, and somehow we're jumping.
Capella's been really good though, especially as of late.
And it was Kennedy himself who made the call along the baseline.
Call it both ways, and I'm cool with it. Let's go.
So Ben's doing the jump, and he won it. That's funny.
I don't know about you, but I was dizzy.
All those colors, right? It was off-putting.
Hanging up by the ceiling. Traveling violation, Seth Curry. We should mention Mike Scott has come on the floor, replacing Embiid. Protection here for Joel. One might imagine, though, maybe Doc Rivers sneaks him in for an offensive possession. The big guy does have 2 personal fouls. Sixers by a deuce, little more than a minute to play here in the second.
Force him into the weak hand.
Pat, you crack me up, man. You're like a little bit ahead of me. And every time you say like one of the shitty players hit a 3, it's just like, that's funny. Yeah, Capella should be. Atlanta's defensive rating's not very good though, so blocks don't really mean anything. I mean, it's all about your team's defensive rating and if you're the best defender on that team. And the Sixers are one of them. Utah is one of them. The Lakers are one of them. Milwaukee's usually pretty good. That's why Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year because their defense was so good. Tobias for 3. Damn. Might have to cut stream at half too. This game is just brutal for me to watch right now. Yeah, Mike Scott actually, and Cork Moss has too. They're afraid of getting all their minutes taken.
In between 2 defenders along the baseline. Zion doing as he was taught from his basketball coaches, finding the seams between 2 defenders along that back line.
Last year, only 19 games for Williamson as rookie.
Andre, my brother, just texted me and said Levine has 39. Next text at half.
Torn right meniscus. The reason he suffered down in the preseason. Shot clock is unplugged.
Oh, I hear you, Andre. I'm just going to be the voice of the NBA for a second.
Curry dipping in and missing.
Seth can't make shit.
Every once in a while, I get to say it is a 50,
All right.
50.
I'm going to cut stream probably. Maybe bring it back in the 4th. I hear you, Andre. I think a lot of guys are like that. Brooklyn. A lot of teams are like that. So, anything you guys want to say before I cut?
The award-winning family of Hyundai SUVs has something that'll make everyone happy. We get it.
All right. Appreciate everyone coming out. I might go live in the 4th if the game gets good again. I don't know. I don't know.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere.
It's been a pretty good half. I mean, first half was ugly, basketball-wise, but at least we're tied. You know what I mean? So
whatever you do, there's a
we'll
perfect
see.
Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy.
Andre, let me know how Levine ends up too.
MSRP cashback on select 2021 models. That's over $5,400.
Let me know. I got to go finish wash. I got to finish homework and stuff for acting. I have a film tomorrow, so I really have to go out and do more work on that. I got to memorize that while the Sixers game's going on. So I don't know if streaming in the second half is the best bet, especially since it's already an hour and 5 minutes in. But I'll see you guys in a bit, hopefully, if the game's good. If not, peace out. I'll see you guys Sunday.